So it looks like there's going to be some more acquisitions and mergers, especially coming into 2024, according to some sources. We're going to be looking at that as well as my personal thoughts on what's happening there and what I think we could expect. This article comes from VGC, but it is sourced from a couple other places, Axios being one of them. And we're going to explore all of that. Before we do jump into all that, if you do me a huge favor, hit that like button to show your support, subscribe if you're new, and share the video to keep the community informed. Now let's talk about what's happening here. And following a relatively quiet third quarter, games industry investment and deals are expected to rise steadily over the next 12 months. And this is according to Michael Metzger, a partner at tech mergers and acquisition investment bank at Drake Star. And as reported by Axios, Drake Star tracked 33 mergers and acquisition deals worth some $5 billion between July and September. And he says, in quotes, based on our discussion with many of the top gaming companies in the last weeks, we expect the deal volume to increase steadily over the next year. Metzger told Axios he expects Sony, Take-Two, Tencent, and Savvy Scopely to be the most active buyers next year, and for Embracer Group to sell some studios. It is also important to note that industry consultant Dr. Serkan Toto, who believes the PlayStation maker is under pressure to react to Xbox's mega deal, which just went through recently for $68.7 billion. Now, it's important to note that there is a lot of speculation here. There is nothing factual here. This is a lot of assessment analytics, just like it's really nothing for us to be like, hey, this is confirmation. This is what's happening. Obviously, we know Sony is always looking at mergers and acquisitions. That's not a surprise for us. And so it wouldn't be a shocker if Sony went out and acquired a new company or a studio or whatever it may be, right? I don't know that means they're going to go out and do the stuff that some people are saying. I've seen some pretty wild speculations, one of them being that they're going to buy Take-Two, which I just think is not something that's going to happen, especially, they're listing Take-Two as somebody who's going to go out and acquire some stuff. And they just acquired Zynga, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that was in 2023 or not, but yeah, like Sony is going to acquire something, of course. But is it going to be Take-Two? I don't think so. Is it going to be anything on that level? I don't think so. In terms of publisher level acquisitions, I think in a best case scenario, maybe we see them look at Square Enix because they work so closely with them, or maybe a Capcom, but I don't think Capcom is looking to be acquired. Maybe a Sega. I don't think Sega's looking to be acquired. There's a lot of things that, yeah, they could go after in publisher aspects, but I don't think that they will. I think they'll be looking at how they're going to fill in their portfolio as they go. And I definitely don't think they're looking to make a move like Microsoft did with Activision Blizzard. You got to remember, man, Microsoft has a lot of money. A lot of money. It's not even comparable. Like Sony is in a totally different league when it comes to, their wallet size. It's not even close to Microsoft. And that's obvious if you know anything about the company and the business. But it doesn't mean that Sony can't make meaningful acquisitions. They already have. Look at Insomniac being one of the best acquisitions in the games industry, period. Look how fruitful that studio has been in pretty much leading the PS5 and the PlayStation 5. Multiple game entries on the same console within 3 years is just incredible, right? It's a lot to take in terms of that acquisition. So I think there's a lot of moves they could make, but I don't think the moves that people are thinking are going to be made are what actually are going to be made. Like, I don't think Take-Two is who Sony's going to go after. Sure, we could see some exclusive deals, but I really don't see them buying Take-Two and making GTA 6 exclusive. I don't think that's plausible. Not that it's impossible, but it's not likely to be the case. But I would like to see them do something, right? Because we do have Microsoft buying up so much. Surely we need to see them start making moves of their own because, yeah, these companies are going to keep acquiring, different studios. Like Microsoft's not going to stop. They've already said they're not going to stop. Tencent's not stopping. All these other companies, Amazon, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep buying up the industry, and Sony cannot be left behind in that, especially with the importance of them in the games industry, right? They really hold a heavy weight there, and they are a very important partner in terms of keeping that games industry afloat and keeping it strong and healthy. So we definitely need everybody to grow together and everybody to thrive in order for the games industry to take off and continue and maintain, the momentum that we are getting in terms of it growing and becoming better and better as the years go on. But we'll see what happens. I mean, that's my spiel on it. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think could be happening next year? Who do you think Sony could end up buying up? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you did not enjoy the video, hit the dislike button. Subscribe if you're new and share the video to keep the community informed. I thank you all for watching. Take care.